Chris Stapleton, Parachute. These are the chords that make up the song. We've got an E minor, which is our minor 6 chord in the key of G. We've got our G major, which is our 1 chord in the key of G. We've got a D major, which is our 5 chord, and we've got a C chord, which is our 4 chord. I'm playing a C add 9, which looks just like a G chord, but if you take these 2 fingers, your first and your second finger, and move them toward the floor, 1 string each, one's on a C note and one's on an E note, leave your bottom 2 fingers anchored, you can play what's called a C add 9. It's very common to play that instead of, or you can play the regular C. If you'd rather play the regular C, that's fine as well. Now you'll notice sometimes when I grab this E minor, if you'd rather play the E minor the way we learned it in the other video, that's fine. But sometimes I'll just grab it like that and leave these bottom 2 fingers anchored, going from chord to chord. Less movement that way. However you feel comfortable playing it is fine. I wanted to show you in this video how to play those same chords but in a different place on the neck, and then I will explain why. So, our first chord is our minor 6 chord, and the reason we call it a minor 6 chord is you go back, we're in the key of G. So think back to the G major scale that we learned in the other video, play up the G major scale and count until you hit 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an E note. So our minor 6 chord in the key of G is an E minor. Obviously our G is our 1 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is our C. 5 is our D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always count up, starting at the root, play the major scale, put numbers to it. 5 is our D. That's how we come up with the number system. Okay. One more thing about the number system really quick. 1, 4, and 5 are major chords. 2, 3, and 6 are minor chords. So that's something you can always remember. Let's learn this higher up on the neck now. So we're going to take that E minor, our minor 6 chord, and we're going to play this bar chord up here. I've got another video where I teach how to make these shapes. So if you haven't played an E minor here yet, or any minor bar chord that's a 5th string root, check out my other video that teaches that, and then come back to learn this. So we got E minor. Now to make a G, we're going to learn a new chord, because I don't want to go all the way back down here to make my G. I'm going to make it close by since I'm up here. And I've got one right there. Now you can put your pinky down on the 5th string. There's a G note, but you don't have to. You can mute that out, that string, that 5th string, and just play these 3 strings. And that's a G note. You've got a G root right here. That's a G chord. So we got E minor, and we got G. Then we're going to play a D chord. I'm just not, and we've learned this in another video too, this chord shape. 5th string rooted. It's an A-shaped chord, and that's how I'm going to play it. I'm not going to play this low root note. I'm just going to play it right here. Since I'm right here, I'm going to keep everything nice and close. E minor to G. That's a D. Just play these 3 strings. 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to go down a whole step to play my 4 chord, which is C. This C chord, but just playing those 3 strings, strings 2, 3, and 4. So I got E minor, G, D, C. Okay, now why did we do that? Why did we take those same chords that we learned in open position and learn them up here? And why did we take the riff and learn it up here? Here's why. When you play along with this song, if you play along with the live version, you'll be fine playing in open position. The recorded version on the studio recording, the guitar is tuned down a half step. So rather than figuring out a capo and where to put a capo and all that, if you want to play along with the recorded version, you're going to take that E minor chord where we start. We're just going to move it down a half a step. Play the same chords, the same chord shapes, but down a half a step. So like E flat minor, G flat, C sharp major to B. So that's one reason. Then that way you can play along with the studio version. So now we take the same run that we learned up here. We're going to move everything down 1 fret on it too. Okay, and now we can match what's on the studio version of the song. Another reason that this comes in handy is, let's say you're playing this for someone or for yourself if you're a singer, and you want to lower the pitch of what you have to sing. So maybe this is too high for you to sing it in this key, in key of G. So you lower it down maybe a whole step. And you've already got the chord shapes memorized. So you start off on a D minor. You play your minor 6 chord. And then you play your 1 chord. Then your 5. Then your 4. Minor 6. 1. 5, 4, and then you can play it in any key you want. And you just take the riff, So that's the reason you learn it up here, and then you can transpose the keys without having to mess with the open strings, and you can play it in any key. I hope this video made sense. Any questions, leave them down in the comments section below, and be sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video, and I look forward to making some more videos. We'll see you next time.